Hey guys, Barrettus here and welcome back to Thaumcraft 5. So in the last episode we did our alchemy stuff, got these smeltery and the thaumatorium set up, and I did a little bonus episode thing to show you the wiring I did for these doors using the arcane ear. So they all link together and it's awesome. I'm very happy with how that turned out. Alright, so today we're going to get into the long-awaited and long been put off, I'll have to say. Since we've got nothing else we can unlock now, we have to do it. Oh, I lost it. Infusion. So let's grab that research note. Let's see how... No, that's the wrong table. Let's see how big it is. Not too bad. Alright. Alright, there we go. Unlock that. So that's the first one I've come across where we actually had to redo the research note. I tried to do something a bit technical and get instrumentum here and ended up running out of auto and Ignis. So interesting. That was a little bit of a challenge, but I think it was more a challenge because I made it a challenge for myself rather than it actually being too much of a problem. Let's just throw this away now. Alright, we've unlocked Infusion and looks like, oh boy, we've unlocked a bunch of stuff around the trees as well. It's down here, these up here. New wand cores, new wand foci. Lots of stuff, alright. But first, let's have a look at Infusion itself. So arcane crafting and alchemy can only go so far. Yep, we found that. Something better is needed to create truly powerful mystical objects. Infusion crafting is the process of infusing a single object with magical energy and the properties of other objects. You could, for example, infuse a stone with air vis and a feather and it would result in a very light stone. Can we actually do that? Like if we put a stone in the altar with air vis nearby and a feather on the thing, will that actually create something? I've never tried that. As is usual with thaumaturgy, things are not quite that simple. To even get started with infusion crafting, there are several things you need: a runic matrix, arcane pedestals, and a raised supply of magic in the form of essentia. So there's our runic matrix. That's changed a bit, I think. Stone bricks, a night ore, shards, 100 auto, not too bad. And there's the pedestals. I think they're the same as they used to be. They might not have used slabs before, they might have just been stone. Alright, once you have your runic matrix properly placed into a structure commonly known as an infusion altar, you can begin to craft. The central pedestal located under the matrix is where the item you wish to infuse will go. You will also need several more pedestals placed around the altar where you can place blocks and items you wish to infuse into the target object. Lastly, you will need water jars or similar essentia containers holding the requisite amount of vis. Once all this is gathered, you can click on the runic matrix with a wand to start the crafting process. During the first stage of crafting, essentia will be drained from nearby sources. Crafting will stall if there is insufficient essentia available, something that you do not want, as will be explained in the following pages. Once all the required essentia has been infused into the target object, the other objects will have their essentia essence drained. Only when this is done will the crafting process complete. Okay, there's the structure. It looks the same as previously, yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, yep. Infusion crafting is not without risks. The entire process involves forcing vast energies into a single object. Unpredictable things tend to happen. Usually one of the fusion objects gets knocked off the pedestal or flux gets generated, but more catastrophic events are not unheard of. The longer the crafting continues due to unresolved problems like lack of vis or dropped items, the greater the chance of something bad happening. These effects can be reduced by various means. Firstly, you wish to keep the entire fusion structure as symmetrical as possible. Take careful note of where you place pedestals and make sure they are balanced with other pedestals on the opposite of the altar. When placing fusion items into them, you may wish to keep them balanced as well. Lastly, you can place occult paraphernalia around the altar in symmetrical formations, things like candles, skulls, crystals, etc. These will have the effect of reducing instability. Right. That is a lot of reading, actually. Okay, so let's get this built. We need the runic matrix, we need a bunch of arcane stone, and a bunch of pedestals. So ordinarily, when you first make this, you do I don't know, probably 8 pedestals. You normally do like 2, 4, 6, 8. We're going to go the full 12 pedestals, which I think are required for some of the very late game crafts. So we've got the stone. Let's grab all of our arcane stone. We're actually running pretty low on it now. We've got a couple of those there. Okay, so that'll get us 6, and 6 is required for each one. So we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Yep. Alright, these across there. Those in the middle. We'll throw our wand in. This is our 12 pedestals, and actually we need another one. We'll need a center pedestal as well. There we go, 13 of them. Now we're going to need to make a little bit more arcane stone, which shouldn't be a problem. How much of that we've got left? Let's make half a stack of it. I think air shards are the way to go. Yep, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Air shards, stone, arcane stone. Alright. I'm going to have to be careful now, actually. We'll drop some torches just around the room, since once we knock this lamp out, it's going to go very dark in here. Alright. Oh, yeah, that generated a bit of lag. Alright, so we have a pedestal in the center. That is the center, right? Yep. Pedestal in the center. 2 high pillars of arcane stone, and then our runic matrix in the center. So normally you do your pedestals like this. What I like to do is actually drop these back one more to here, which you can do. It doesn't break anything. Oops, misplaced that one. So we drop them back one more. Oh, I keep doing that. To there, there, and there. And then we can place these ones in between, and it makes a pretty nice circle pattern. And there. There we go. So we just need our runic matrix. And what was the recipe for that one? Just to double check. Stone bricks, 4 shards, and night ore. So do we have any spare night ore? No, do we want to pinch some? Yeah, let's just pinch this one. For now, we'll make some more up later. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need 4 of these stone bricks. 4 shards. And night ore. Throw our wand in, gets us the runic matrix. Alright, we'll set him up. So we need a brick just to, so he goes up there. Go, grab our wand and right click. There we go. Runic matrix built. Infusion altar is ready. Alright. So now that we have the altar, what are we going to craft? We have so many options. I'm thinking we'll go with the good old Boots of the Traveller, because they're quite nice to get. I just need to refill my scribing tools. There we go. Alright, Boots of the Traveller. There we go. That was a little bit messy, but Doesn't matter, we got it. So, Boots of the Traveller. This pair of enchanted boots have been stuffed full of magic to ease the journey of any traveller. They allow you to move faster than normal, they also allow you to jump higher and fall further. Lastly, they allow you to cut through water like a fish, a slow and clumsy fish, but a fish nonetheless. So we need leather boots, 2 air shards, 2 enchanted fabric, a feather, and a fish. A raw fish of some kind. 25 motors and 25 volatus. Alright, so how many feathers do we have at the moment? 14. And they give us 2 volatus. So what was it? 25. So we'll need... Actually, we have the perfect amount. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. It was only 1 feather, wasn't it? Yeah. Alright, that's good. So that'll get us 26 as a censure and 1 feather for the actual craft. We need 2 enchanted fabric. I think we only have 1 left over. So that was wool and 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 4. Get our wool in there. Throw our wand in. There's our enchanted fabric. 2 ash shards. That's easy. 1, 2. 25 motus. Now I think we're better off with... let's just grab all of that. Let's see, we have some doors in here, don't we? Yeah, they give us 1 motus. So what about trapdoor? Trapdoor gives us 1, but we get 2 trapdoors per craft, so fine. We'll need 25 of them. That's 26, so we have 1 extra just in case. Alright, got our shards, so we just need to get a fish. It shouldn't be too difficult, I think. So while we do that, what have we got in here? We got plenty of extra potential. Let's just grab that potential. Wow, we've got a lot of potential. Looks like we're going to need to make some more jars up as well. Alright, we better do that. Wait, so how much? These have only got 4 different essentia in them. We've got 4 spare alembics, so we should be right to get these in there. Let's get them breaking down. Okay, so we need to go fishing, actually. 2, 3 of them. I think it's like that. No? It's 3 sticks, isn't it? There we go. Fishing rod. Alright. Spider out of there. Got plenty of little pools of water around here, so let's go fish in the river down here. Hopefully the fishing mechanics haven't changed from what I remember. Alright. This is something we don't do too often. Alright guys, I'm back. So I just remembered one of the important rules of Infusion Crafting, and that is always have a backup of your items. So I just went and caught another fish, made up some more enchanted fabric, and got some more feathers. I got the essential we need. We've got plenty of it now. So I'm just going to drop that back in there, and we can start this infusion craft. Oh, wait, no we can't. We need the boots. Do we have enough leather? 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we'll craft our leather booties. There we go. So we'll drop our jar. We'll drop one there and one on this side. So they've both got 30. Well, that one's got 35. That one's got 32. So we've got plenty of extra. So let's drop the pufferfish there. The feather opposite it. And let's do air shard there. And air shard there and an air shard there. Yep, and enchanted fabric here and here. Go. So we'll hold on to some of these in our hand just in case anything falls off the altar or gets destroyed. Falling off isn't the problem. The problem is sometimes it'll actually be destroyed. So just need to remember the layout, and we shouldn't have any problems with this one. It's a negligible. What was it? Negligible. Let's see. Instability, negligible. But some of them, they can get really bad. So, alright. Got our boots in. We've got all our items. I'll just double check that. 2 fabric, 2 shards, fish, feather, boots. Yep, we're good to go. Let's do it. We just want to keep an eye on all of our items. Make sure nothing falls off the pedestals. It's pulling in the essentia. Here we go. Feather. One shard. The other shard. Oh, fish. Here we go. Hey! I've gained temporary warp apparently. But we got them. Boots of the Traveler. Let's throw them on. So, these make us run faster, jump higher, much higher. We can actually jump up on here now, can't we? Yeah, we can. Look at that. And I believe they give us a bit of a slow fall as well. So we move faster, we jump higher, we fall further, and we have a little bit of faster water walking. And the best part is it's got this one block step up, so we don't have to jump up single blocks anymore. It just automatically walks up them. It's awesome. Sprint. Yeah, we're really moving now. Great. I love these boots. Alright. So that was our first infusion craft. So let's see, what else could we do? I think we've got a little bit more time. So let's have a look at some other research we can do. Aura manipulation, that probably needs to wait for another episode. Everfull Urn? Do that. Crystal farming. Let's do the Everfull Urn. Just as a little extra bit of research. Okay, oh, this one's quite easy actually. There we go. Grab that one. Learn that. So the Everfull Urn. A small fountain of pure water always flows from the top of this urn, making it a perfect water source to fill your buckets, bottles, or other liquid containers. It will also automatically replenish any liquid containers within 2 blocks of it if they can accept water from the top. This is perfect for automatically refilling crucibles, but has other uses as well. Every bucket full of water created costs 1 aquavis, which is drawn from the aura. Okay. That would be handy, except we don't need our crucibles anymore because we have the Thaumcraft, but interesting nonetheless. So this is an infusion craft as well, okay. Salus Mundus, 2 water shard, and 2 buckets of water. Okay. Well, I don't think we actually need one of those at the moment. We might down the line, but for right now, we don't really need it. So I think we'll hold off on building one of them. What else can we do? As a quick unlock, Lamp of Growth and Lamp of Fertility can wait for the moment. Crystal Farmer. Yeah, let's unlock this one. And that'll probably do for this episode. Alright, Crystal Farmer. Oh, wow. Interesting. This one could be a challenge. Oh boy, that was a good one. Okay. So we got it all linked up eventually. Alright. Let's unlock that one. So, Crystal Farmer. You have made a couple of discoveries that have given you the ability to turn these crystals into plantable these crystals on stone. What is more, you can now pluck a single shard from a crystal growth without having to break it. Simply right-click on it with your wand. So seeds, shards, and Salus Mundus, and different amounts of aqua, vinculum, and vitreous, or whatever your element is. Alright. Let's try and make one of these. So to make the Salus Mundus, we're going to need a bunch of Essentia actually. Alright guys, well we might call it here for this episode. And I might spend a little bit of time getting a bunch more jars made up and start breaking down a bit more Essentia to get a bit of a stockpile going. And then when we come back next episode, we can focus on some infusion crafting. So we might get those some of these crystals done and maybe look at some other interesting things. There's a lot of options now for stuff we can unlock. But yeah. Alright guys, that'll do for this one, and I will see you in the next one.